Good evening, Madam Interim Superintendent, rest of the board. I come this evening because as board members, you all have some challenges out in front. Realistically, you've been asleep at the wheel. All the things that go on, what actually get lost are the children left behind. And I'm here to offer you some encouragement. Now, we all realize that part of the board is just part of the board. It really means it's just lost its flavor and direction about what's supposed to be the most important thing out here. I think that education and academic achievement is supposed to be the #1 priority. You have board members who are saying, I've been doing it for 40, 41 years, but you've been doing it wrong. You can't even pass your own test. You have different issues coming up. I've seen a board member that lost an election to a board member that's, well, now president. So what direction are we really going in? What are we really doing? This other issue, you sent Batman away, but you left Catwoman. Where are we going with these issues? Academic achievement is what you're supposed to be about. Second thing about this money, because I keep hearing this money, I've asked and requested that they do an audit ever since 2000. I keep hearing, oh, we do an external audit. If you've got the same audit firm for 15 years, that's not an audit, that's just business as usual. And you all need to understand that your Transparency Act is an act. And I don't need to hear that I've been doing it wrong for 40 years or I got legislation and Dansby involved. Dansby didn't do anything for us. I haven't seen one scholarship for one kid for Dansby. But you all burn money like drunken soldiers, just burning it. We want to know where this is going. Oh, and I know that's why the audit is always slammed, because it will show who did real estate deals. It will show who children work for different vendors. All you got to do is follow the vendors and money, and it'll lead you directly back to some of these people right up here. I've been doing it for 40 years. I'm just overdone about that type of behavior. You can't even get it straight yourself. But yeah, I've been doing it right. We are looking, if you are going to be board members, you need to put on your big boy and big girl pants and get this district headed in the right direction. There's a lot of questions about what you don't do and all these Transparency Act. It's community versus the board, because the board has been basically against the community. How you gonna subdivide a whole community because you don't like what you're saying? Not only do they have a right to say it, you have the responsibility to listen and take heed to some of it. You know, all this other nonsense that you all are running around doing, I'm Dansby and I'm this and I'm that. That's foolish nonsense. And we can't afford to waste another year behind one board member who's ego tripping behind something that doesn't even pertain to direct academic achievement. And as far as leadership, that has gone on by the wayside. We expect for you all to get off y'all butts, get this business taken care of about the academic. How you gonna brag about, oh yeah, we gained 30 points and now we're average? That's not a real good sign. And whatever direction that you, and fellas, you all just gonna have to be men. That's the bottom line. All this nonsense, in reality, the same person who's running the board 5 years ago is still running the board now. And you need to ask her to give you y'all nerves back so y'all can handle some business for this district. Thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. President, I'd like to make a comment in regards to, on the consent agenda number 13 on budget amendments, in regards to Mr. Dansby's remarks. We can respond if it pertains to things on the agenda. And you touched several areas on the agenda. So I'd like to make a comment regarding, as a board member of 3 years, a parent of 2 children in the district, I challenge you, sir, to remain at each meeting. I know you come in, you speak your piece. I challenge you to stay to the end of the meeting where you can listen to the administrative staff, give the budget amendments, and you will have your information there of where this money is going. You can look at it. The fact that the new current president was voted off, which that selection happens, he replaced a position that you once held here, sir, that you were removed from the courts from this. Okay, so I'm just saying there's issues with that.
Mr. Marino, all I'm
And
saying
so with
is-
regards to the budget wise, I just challenge you to please remain at the meetings, look at the budget, listen to what the administrative asks, and explain, and please.
Okay, well, I listen to you. So my statement is, the reality of it is, all I'm saying is, we don't have time to play anymore. If you want to be a big boy and be a board member and do what's necessary, that's good. So far, you haven't shown any real interest yourself. Of course, I know that you have to follow the lead. We understand what the lead is.
Dansby, I believe you have 5 minutes.
Well, I thank you for that.